So tell me, how did the primeval thing come about, you guys?
Well, basically, obviously, you know, we've all got the Venom connection, and I received a message quite some time ago from Antton saying that he'd actually left Venom, and I was curious as to why. So I just called him up, and he came over to my house and we sat and talked for a long time.
Long time.
And basically, you know, we sort of said, why don't we do something? And it was left at that. There was nothing more. It was just, you know, thrown up in the air, and that was it. And then, you know, I've got the band Drill, and we were having sort of, not problems, but just logistically, because the two guys we had in Germany, the bass player and drummer. And then the drummer had an accident. He broke his arm, and I just threw the idea at Antton and said, look, would you mind filling in for a gig? So I came down to rehearsals, and we had a bass player who stood in for the bass player from Germany, Calvi. And at the end of the rehearsal, before we did the show, it was, you know, we thought, this really is a no-brainer, you know, having out all the guys in the northeast of England. And we hadn't played together for 10 years, something like that. I mean, the last thing that we did was Hardenberg.
2000, was that 2000 or 2001?
That was
2000,
around about the 2000 mark, you know. And then, you know, Antton joined Drill, and then obviously rumours started flying. Oh, there's two members of Venom there.
We did black metal though, off the cuff.
Yeah.
We didn't even get through it at rehearsals. We did it for a laugh. It was like verse, chorus, and then went, nah, fuck it, we're not doing that. And then at the gig, looked at each other and went, Howard, and the bass player, Craig, turned around and he says, well, I've learned it. I was like, have you? So it was like, right, let's fucking do black metal, you know. You know, it was fucking tighter than Venom's version.
Lay down your soul to the gods, rock and roll!
I mean, it really went well, and we'll put it on YouTube. They got quite a few hits, and then obviously, you know, rumours start flying around, and it's, you know, oh, he's going to be doing something more than just Drill. And you know, we got this sort of thing levelled at us. You know, that, well, fucking hell, there's more Venom in Drill than there is in Venom at the minute. So it was like, and then we started talking.
It was on Facebook, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was
a lot of fans pretty much saying, why don't you do this, and why don't you contact like Tony and stuff, you know, and we were kind of not really thinking about it in that sense. And even the name, the kids came up with the name, the fans sort of thing, you know. They're like, we were like, well, what would we call it, you know? And we're thinking of all the going through the Venom titles, or we could call it Die Hard, or there's a band called Die Hard, blah. And then the kids actually came on Facebook saying, should be Primeval, 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 and it was like, fucking staring me right in the face, but they said it, you know.
Cool. So I mean, the next step was, I mean, Mike Hickey was going to be involved as well, you know, because we all get on really well, and I think that's testament to, you know, probably where all the conflict and everything lies within Venom, you know, because there's still two original members out there, you know, they're never going to work together again. They're never going to work with me again. I'm never going to want to work with them again, you know. And it's sad in a way because of the entity that it became and what we created. But that's the way it is, you know. But I mean,
you know, there's a sign on Facebook saying, get you guys back together?
Oh,
Petition
there's so many things, you know, like, oh, please rejoin Venom, and all. It's flattering. It is. It's nice to think that people care that much. But at the end of the day, you know, unless you've been on the inside of it and know what goes on, it's
got to be able to work.
It's got to be able to work, yeah. And I mean, you know, Mike rang me, and we spoke on the phone for 6 hours. Well, Mike spoke for 6 hours, you know. And, you know, we just said, you know, everything that had went on in the past, and the problems he had, and the problems I had, and, you know, everything that had happened. And, you know, myself, Antton and Mike had agreed at that point, well, yeah, why not, let's do something, you know. And then the only sort of missing link was Tony. So, I spoke to Tony, and, you know, Tony's living in London, and I hadn't seen him for a while. And I just mentioned it on the phone, you know. I said, oh, me and Antton are doing this thing, and there's some ideas flying around, and, you know, Mike's going to be involved. And he was like, oh, great, you know, oh, you should really go for it, you know. So I sort of held my breath a little bit and then said, so, are you in? And his reaction was like, are you kidding? You know, and I was like, you know, because we've all been burnt by this situation, and it was a thing. Well, you know, if Tony doesn't come in, you know, who we're going to get? And we're thinking of guest vocalists. Do we bring somebody else in? And then when he said he was on board, that was it. It was, you know, we thought, right, all systems go. Let's do something. And it's only because of Mike's situation in America and his work commitments and stuff like that. I mean, he's a very busy guy. That he isn't here today, and he's not exactly going to be a permanent member of Primeval. But we've all said, look, Mike, we'd love you to play on the album, even if it's a couple of tracks. And whenever, you know, you're available to do a gig, if we're in your area, or you think I've got a window of opportunity, I'd love to fly in and do this show with you, then hey, it's game on.
Yeah, just join us. Just join us.
Just come on. Just you know. I mean, the guy's an incredible guitarist, so it's a case of, well, there's what we're going to play, you know, there's some MP3s, learn the shit, we'll see you there, we'll see you on stage and just see what happens, you know. I mean, even if, you know, we're doing a festival somewhere.
What about on stage, Joe? You're going to do a big pyro?
I mean, you know, all the, I suppose all the plans are there, you know, it's logistics and finance at the end of the day, but I mean, all the plans, all the grandiose plans are still there, everything that we want to do. But ultimately, at the moment, it's all about the music.